Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Something special's cooking, hot and delicious. Indulge yourself at Morning at Maggie's in Bay City. Omelets, frittatas, hotcakes, and more. Make every day special with a stop at Morning at Maggie's for breakfast or lunch on Saginaw in Bay City. Hale Hardware, your do-it-center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. It's another journey down Michigan back roads as we travel those mysterious forks in the road. But before we do, a big shout out to our viewers and new friends, Jim and Sandy Vaughn, watching us each Tuesday in Hooper, Utah. Thanks for the kind words. Jim and Sandy are transplanted Michiganders living their life in the beautiful state of Utah, where the state motto is one word, industry. And they're simple as the beehive. Lots of busy, industrious people there. You guys must feel quite at home there. But once a Michigander, you just can't get those Great Lakes out of your blood. You're always family. Speaking of family, this week on the show, we're visiting two uncles. Uncle Ray of Uncle Ray's Potato Chips in Detroit. Ray's daughter will be showing us around the plant. Then Uncle Cliff is busy getting ready for next week's debut of Uncle Cliff's Kitchen with guest Rod Nimps of Morning at Maggie's Omelet Shop in Bay City. Stay tuned. It's all coming up on Michigan Magazine. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare. What began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more. Plus a full menu at the new adjacent traffic stop diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. The Cedar Tavern and Grill of Lupton, where friends come to meet friends and families come for delicious food and a wholesome atmosphere. Come relax with your favorite beverage or bring the crew for a great meal and live entertainment. It's happening now at the Cedar of Lupton. It's become a Michigan tradition, feeding not only the body but the spirit as well. They're Uncle Ray's Potato Chips. On the back of each snack food bag, you'll find words to live by, related by Uncle Ray himself, with real-life experiences growing up in Michigan. And the food inside is unbelievably good. As their motto says, always made fresh from nature's best. That nature's best is Michigan potatoes. And I'm here to tell you that they are really good. Not just plain good, but kosher dill good. Barbecue flavored good, even ketchup flavored good, and that's just the beginning. The Uncle Ray's research and development team is constantly testing some very unique chip flavors. Uncle Ray has been producing snack foods from Detroit, Michigan for over 40 decades, and recently the Michigan Magazine crew had the privilege of taking a tour of the pristine processing facilities, followed by a talk with Uncle Ray Jenkins' daughter, Jennifer Ingalls, who filled us in on the life and times of a Michigan potato chip magnate. Jennifer, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you, Barry.
And
Thank you.
You've struck a chord in my heart, and that is chips, potato chips, and snack foods, because this is something that I've seen on the shelves at various convenience stores, but didn't realize it has a Michigan roots in Uncle Ray's Potato Chips. Now, tell us a little bit about the history. I mean, that's a big order to do, but tell us a little about the concept of Uncle Ray's.
Barry, we've been in business about 42 years, January of 1965. Family-owned potato chip company based here in Detroit. We've got around 85 employees, and we run 5 days a week here at our plant.
My goodness.
And we ship all across the country. We're a national potato chip company. Uncle Ray's, you'll find it in around 60,000 convenience stores around the country.
Wow.
We sell to a lot of C-store wholesalers. So there's different avenues we sell our product.
And what is so special about Uncle Ray's, too, is it tastes good. I mean, it's comparable, even better to some of the other national brands that I've seen. And it just blew me away when I found out Michigan-made product, and they use Michigan products, don't you?
Yes, we do. We use Michigan potatoes about 9 months out of the year. It's a seasonal type process with the farmers, and then the other couple months we use North Carolina and Florida potatoes.
Okay.
But we're very proud to use Michigan. If we could use Michigan year-round, we would.
That's right.
It has to do with the growing process.
You're right. You know, a lot of companies have kind of mascots, but this is not a mascot. There is an Uncle Ray's, isn't there?
I mean,
it's your dad.
It's my father.
Tell us.
I'm the oldest of 3 children. I've been working with my father for 21 years in the business, and it's been a blast. There's a couple of us family members. My sister has been in the business from time to time, same with my brother. They have other business ventures. My father is Uncle Ray. We founded Cabana Potato Chips a long time ago.
Okay.
And then 1996, May of 96, we came out with Uncle Ray's.
My goodness. Did your father ever relate to you why he got into the chip business in the first place, in the snack food business?
Well, Barry, that's kind of a long story. If you have an hour, I could tell you the whole story.
Paraphrase.
He was a food distributor. He had bar supplies, napkins, straws, shrimp cocktail, pork skins. His first product was pork skins in Dearborn, Michigan. He had a small factory there. We made cheese puffs, cheese popcorn, barbecue puffs, and pork skins. We did a little bit of business with Frito-Lay. We made their pork skins. And in 1983, this factory that we're in today used to be Superior Potato Chip Plant. And we actually purchased the plant from them in '83. And ever since then, we've been making delicious potato chips. And it all has to do with the oils that you use.
That is something special, too.
We do. Yeah, it's a special oil that ADM makes for us out of Decatur, Illinois. And it's a refining process. They take out all the BHA and BHT additives and put it in a citrus base. And
it's pretty healthy chip.
It's very good. It's, And Uncle Ray, he has a lot of nieces and nephews, and he's got 7 brothers and sisters. And so the nieces and nephews over the years would always joke around Uncle Chips. They call Ray Uncle Chips. And so in 1996, we decided to change the name from Cabana over to Uncle Ray's Potato Chips. More of a family-oriented, you know, everyone has an uncle or an aunt. And so then we decided to come out with stories on the back of the bags.
That's what caught my interest too, was when everybody kind of, you know, reads the chips or whatever. They're up in the morning, they're reading the cereal box, but on the chips. But when I turned that around and started reading, and wow, I was enthralled. There's a kind of a lesson or a story.
There is. It's not just food for the body, it's also food for the soul. We're a Christian-based company. Ray is a born-again Christian. And actually, my father died and he came back to life. The paramedics were able to bring him back to life.
I see.
He had an ulcer and he bled to death.
Oh my,
And so he was kind of living kind of a rough lifestyle, and God got his attention. And we're actually on the 700 Club a couple months ago with Pat Robertson. He gave his testimony. And but we don't, you know, try to preach to people, but it's everyone does have a choice. You know, this is temporary here on earth. I mean, there's no getting around it. And so it's all of our choices. And so Ray likes to share the stories of when he was in the Navy, when his children were growing up, stories of his first business venture, how he met my mom, Mrs. Wonderful, Myrna Jenkins. And so it's just neat. There's 38 chapters total, and they're all true stories of life and times of Uncle Ray's. And then Ray has scripture on the bottom of the bags. And soon we'll be changing some of that and going to character traits. And what I mean by that, Barry, is be a good person. Don't lie, don't steal, help people, give a word of encouragement. You know, just be a good person, and that, you know, is in every religion, whether it's the Quran or it's, you know, the King James Bible. So just be a good person, be an honest person.
Well, that's good, associated with chips and Michigan product. Now, do you have any fond memories growing up as the daughter of a chip magnate?
I've got several. Different trade shows when I was a little girl. Every summer my dad would take us to trade shows. That was a lot of fun, networking with other food companies. A lot of family vacations, you know, going to Florida. And traveling with my dad. You know, I've always wanted to be in sales just like my dad. Every time my dad would leave for a business trip, I wanted to go with him. I wanted to bypass school and go with him and sell. And I love people, I love to travel. And so for me, it's easy. It's not work, it's a hobby.
And the people you come in contact with in the business is just phenomenal. I mean, the people...
Oh, it's incredible. The food.
I see your brand a lot in the convenience stores, in the mom and pop operations. This is something that I think sticks into a lot of people's minds because this is a family-owned operation. I mean, do you intentionally do that, or is it just the way things go so you can...
We sell a lot of different avenues. ACO Hardware, which is also a Michigan-based company. They buy a lot of our product. They have 60-some hardware stores. So we, you know, sell to their distribution centers. Spartan stores. A lot of small mom-and-pop grocery chains, grocery store chains, Martin's down in Indiana. But primarily, Barry, it's either private label, we make for Kroger, private label potato chips, or it's convenience stores.
Right.
That's the largest part of our business. Some food service, some vending.
Yeah. Jennifer, if you could say something about Uncle Ray's that makes it stand head and shoulders as far as you're concerned about other snack foods, would you say quality would happen to be the first thing?
Barry, I would say quality and also variety.
Variety, okay.
We have some very unique flavors of potato chips. There's 14 different varieties total. There's a kosher dill pickle potato chip.
That's one of my favorites.
It's fabulous. It tastes just like a kosher dill pickle. It doesn't taste like sour cream and onion or salt and vinegar. It's a true dill. We also have a mustard and onion coney flavor. And coney is real popular in the Midwest and out on the East Coast. It stands for a hot dog with chili and onions and things like that. That's a very good tasting product. And we also have a ketchup flavored potato chip that's very unique. That's very good.
Yeah, so how do you decide what flavors to come out with? Is it, do you have any taste testing going on?
We do. We have a small R&D lab here, and we come up with a different seasoning. We have different seasoning brought in from, we normally buy from 7 or 8 different seasoning companies around the country. And they send in flavors, and we make up samples, and there's a taste test team, and so it's a lot of fun. I'm part of that team, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess the chips has been part of your family for as far as you can remember. I mean, with a variety like that, it's hard to get tired of chips, but it's something that's a staple in the United States now, and it's something that's pretty much American.
Now, our barbecue, Barry, is our #1 selling flavor.
Is it really?
It's a sweet barbecue.
There it is, yeah.
It is excellent.
All right.
And it's not a smoky taste. And then we also have a hot potato chip. And our hot potato chip is ranked the hottest potato chip tasting in the industry.
Really?
In the U.S.
Oh,
it's
my.
extremely hot. Actually, when you open the bag, you can actually smell the flavoring and the heat. It's very hot.
Yeah, and I understand that you've got another something that, I don't know if it's new or not, but the saltless chip.
Yes, we have a no-salt potato chip, which is great for people who, I have high blood pressure, and a lot of people in the U.S. do, so that's a great product also. Very flavorful. You can really taste the potato taste with the no salt, because the salt kind of masks, a lot of taste on the potato, but it's a very good product.
You do a lot of word-of-mouth advertising. Right?
We do.
People, when they taste it, that's how your industry has been kind of climbing, hasn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Being a family-owned business, we don't have the big budgets like Frito-Lay does, so we do a little bit of print, but most of it is word of mouth.
What kind of response are you getting? Get some good letters, do you?
Fabulous, fabulous. Incredible emails and letters from people all around the country, and phone calls. And what's really neat is people call up and they ask us to pray for certain family members. Maybe their brother is dying of cancer or their father or something like that, and they ask us to pray with them. My dad, Uncle Ray, is one of the stories on the back of the bag about his hero, his brother Bob Jenkins, who worked for Detroit Edison for 40-some years and came down with lung cancer. And he passed away 6 months after he was diagnosed. And so my dad does a tribute to him. And it's very, very touching. And a lot of people read that and they tear up and they call and they want us to pray for our family member. They know what my dad went through, losing his best friend. So it's very touching, So if we can help people, just with a word of encouragement or a prayer with them, we try to.
It's interesting. You would never think that a bag of potato chips could be a testimony to so many people. It could possibly change your life.
Yes, it could. Yes, it could.
Isn't that interesting? It can change your life, your lifestyle, your taste, and your spirit. And it's just a wonderful operation going on here. And we're glad it's in Michigan. And we'd like to say thanks for appearing in Michigan Magazine and wish you the best of luck. And keep up producing those Uncle Ray's chips. And I can say that it's one of my favorite chips, if not the favorite chips that I've tasted, and I'm glad it's from Michigan, the Michigan products. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you. Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by... It's back and making memories for a new generation. The Rustic Inn of Lewiston, now open to chase away those winter blues with hot, delicious food, your favorite beverage, and an atmosphere that'll keep you coming back to make new memories and new friends. The new Rustic Inn on Red Oak Road, just south of Lewiston. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery. Introducing the Weed Gator. For safe and easy aquatic weed removal, the Weed Gator is the #1 alternative to harsh chemicals for getting rid of pond and lake weeds. Safe and effective. See it in action now at weedgator.net. Made in the USA. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pull. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pull. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. This is the pre-show, Rod.
Pre-show.
Oh, it's a background
Setup.
all the way from Bay City at
Morning at Vegas.
we're getting excited.
Setting up for the big show.
Yeah,
Get ready.
What are you making today?
Oh, man, I got some really cool things. And even picked up additional stuff here this morning.
All right.
We're doing our French toast. We're going to do a banana foster. So we're going to cook with some flames and have some fun.
Very good.
I was going to do some frittatas, some migas.
My.
Cliff wanted some pancakes. We got to do some pancakes.
Right. So we'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then I stopped at Ted's on the way here. So we got some cool stuff to do there, too. So.
Yeah, Ted's is an amazing place. We'll
Yeah.
be featuring in Michigan Magazine pretty soon, too. They've got
Sure are.
great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. We'll let you get back to
All right, thanks.
preparing.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rod. Hello, Darlene.
Hi.
Ready for the show?
Just get ready for the show. Getting everything opened up here, ready to use.
Artisan cheeses from around the world.
Okay.
We like to do right now. We like to do monthly features. So we'll pick a state or a country and feature the products from that region.
Wonderful.
Right now we're featuring French cheeses. So we have a lot of the nice imports. But typically we like to feature a lot of American farm-fed cheeses. And that's
Excellent.
Definitely do not need.
Hi, how are you?
So would you rather us have that?
Hi, Roxanne.
how are
Welcome
you?
to Saginaw.
Thank you.
We warmed it up in here just for you.
I appreciate that.
A little
And
cold
it
out
smells good too. You've got somebody cooking over here, and my mouth is starting to
there. I know.
water.
What are you going to be making for us today?
Well, I have a really nice rye bread that I think we're going to make today.
Okay.
Some people love rye bread, but they don't have a good recipe for it, so I hope I change that today for them.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. This is the big day. You're on our debut edition of Michigan Magazine's Uncle Cliff's Kitchen. And we thank you very much. And Kathy, too. Kathy, what are you going to be making?
I'm making apple cinnamon scones.
All right. Yes. And you're going to have to watch it on Michigan Magazine to find out more about it. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for coming down. Appreciate that. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. Hingeman Acres Canoe Livery and Resort on M33 just north of Mayo, catering to the outdoor enthusiasts. Cabins, canoes, kayaks, rafts, and more. Daytime or overnight trips along the world-famous Asabo River. A family getaway for over 75 years. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by, get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mountain Tom Road, Mayo. Thanks for joining us along Michigan's Back Roads. If you'd like more information on today's show, email us at michiganmagazine@gmail.com or contact us through our various social media outlets at thespiritofmichigan.com. Today's phrase of the week is a little reminder. Uncle Cliff's Kitchen debuts next week. Send the phrase to us along with your mailing address to the addresses on the screen. You're then entered into our random drawing. No obligation, just a chance to enjoy the bounties of Michigan. And we'll see you next time for another edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Hale Hardware, your do-it center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. For home, medical, and healthcare products, visit Rose City Drug at 2640 North M33, just south of Rose City city limits. Rose City Drug has a complete diabetic department, including shoes. Serving Michigan for over 20 years. Rose City Drug, Rose City.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.